Good afternoon, LPTs. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon po. Okay, so for this afternoon po, professional education tayo. Question and answer. Okay, so before we start, let's pray. Dear God, I pray that you give me clarity of thought as I begin to study. I have a test coming up that I want to do well on. Please remove any distractions so that I can focus on my study materials. My thoughts are going in so many different directions. Bring my focus to bear on the subject at hand. May my efforts be fruitful. Bring to mind the things that need my focus. And may I remember everything that I study. Thank you for clearing my mind of all distractions. Amen. Now, let's start. Huwag na nating patagalin pa. Okay, so number one question. During the problem-solving method, the teacher's primary role is, okay, director, clarifier, lecturer, or judge. Anong sagot natin dito? Okay, basahin natin ulit yung question. During the problem-solving method, the teacher's primary role is, ano? Okay, so kapag sinasabi nating problem-solving method, anong ginagawa ng mga students dyan? Are they passive or active? Let's see. So the correct answer for this question is letter B, clarifiers, teacher. Okay. So during problem-solving activities, the teacher acts as a clarifier, especially when students doubt how to go about the problem. So if ever na may gustong itanong si students, si teacher yung nagkla-clarify kung ano yung tamang sagot. Ano po ba yung problem-solving method? Problem-based learning, also known as problem-solving method or PBL, is a student-centered approach in which students learn about a subject by working in groups to solve an open-ended problem. This problem is what drives the motivation and the learning. So during problem-based learning o tinatawag din nating problem-based method is yung mga students working in groups wherein si teacher magbibigay siya ng problem, and then yung mga students ay bubuo ng answers. Yes, and they are going to be active in that situation kasi student-centered siya. So, nakafocus tayo sa mga students dyan. So, kapag sinabing problem-solving method, si teacher ang magiging clarifier dyan. Okay. Kasi, yung mga students is magtatanong. So, the teacher would clarify the correct answer. Okay, so, ang sagot natin number one question is letter B. Okay. Paano naman kapag sinabing si teacher ay isang director? Director ba sa palabas? Ganon? Okay, so let's see. The teacher acts as a director. Okay, okay, sorry. As learning. Okay. The teacher plans and organizes learning activities, leads students through the learning episodes, controls the whole learning situations, and appraises the effectiveness of the learning outcomes. So, sa madaling salita, kapag sinabi natin si teacher ay isang director, siya yung nagpaplano, nag-o-organize ng mga learning activities para sa kanyang mga students. So kapag sinabing director si teacher, siya yung magpaplano, siya yung mag-o-organize ng activities para sa kanyang mga students. Okay, yun lang po ang tatandaan natin kapag sinabi nating teacher as a director. Okay, so paano naman kapag sinabing teacher as a lecturer? So it is self-explanatory, di ba? Kapag sinabi nating lecturer, syempre, of course, si teacher ay magla-lecture dyan, magdi-discuss. Okay, so let's see. Who is called lecturer? The lecturer is the title of a teacher who has just started to teach at college and university level and undergraduate courses. Okay, so this can teach part-time or full-time in colleges and universities. Lecturers are teachers who also assist research students and their endeavors and do not have tenure. So sa madaling salita po, kapag sinabi nating teacher as a lecturer, of course, they are the one who teach the lessons. So ganun lang po tatandaan natin. Kapag lecturer, sila yung mag-teach, sila lang yung magtuturo sa kung ano yung i-discuss nila sa kanilang mga students. Okay, let's move on. Pag sinabi naman nating teacher as a judge, 'di ba kanina may options ng judge. Ano yung kapag sinabi nating judge? Judge ba siya sa court? Okay, so paano naman kapag sa education? The teacher acts as a judge of achievement. Okay. The teacher defines the ability levels of students, evaluates students' levels of achievement based on standards, and determines who will be promoted or retained. So, sa madaling salita, kapag sinabi natin si teacher ay isang judge of achievement, sila lang yung magdi-define and mag-i-evaluate sa grades ng isang student. So, i-rate nila si students, di ba kapag sinabi nating evaluation, andun yung word na rate. So, kapag judge ka, you will rate your students on how they perform. Are they good? Are they excellent? Better? O, ikaw lang yung mag-rate sa kanila. So, ikaw yung mag-judge. Ikaw yung magsasabi sa kanila if they pass or they fail. So, ganun lang po. Okay. Okay, so let's go to our number 2 question. Still, we are on professional education. Okay. Among mistaken goals in the acceptance approach to discipline. Okay, take note ha, mistaken goals. What happens when students are not getting the recognition they desire, continually seek help, and refuse to work unless the teacher hovers over them? So kapag mga ganyang tanong na medyo mahaba, 'di ba ang hirap talaga intindihin. So yung clue natin diyan is maghahanap tayo ng hint para madali nating maintindihan yung question kasi si Prof. Ed talaga is more on mahahabang question siya. So if mag-o-overthink ka, masasayang yung oras mo. So, hahanapin lang natin siya. Palagi kong tinuturo sa mga TTL family ko na maghahanap kami ng clue para mas maintindihan namin yung tanong. Okay, so sa number 2 question natin, ano yung magiging clue natin dyan? Okay, so not getting the recognition they desire. So, hindi nila nakukuha yung gusto nilang recognition. And then, continually seek help, refuse to work unless the teachers hovers them. Okay. So ano daw yung mistaken goals na ganyan? Is it letter A, attention getting, letter B, withdrawal, letter C, revenge seeking, or letter D, power seeking? So take note ha, recognition. So kapag may recognition ka, dapat may attention, hindi po ba? Okay. Recognition, attention. Tandaan niyo po yan. Okay, so it is clear na ang sagot natin ay letter A. Okay, attention-seeking behavior can include saying or doing something with the goal of getting the attention of a person or a group of people. So, kapag may isa kang estudyante na gusto niyo palagi sa kanya yung attention mo as a teacher. So, maybe he or she may problema talaga sa kanyang behavior. So, kasi gusto niya yung attention ni teacher ay palaging nasa kanya or pwede din na yung attention ng kanyang mga kaklase ay gusto niya always na nasa kanya. Okay? Kasi gusto nila yung attention ng mga tao ay nasa kanila. Yung recognition. Kasi yun yung hinahanap nila. Okay. So, for examples, fishing for compliments by pointing out achievements and seeking validation, being controversial to provoke a reaction. So, for example, ako na student, and then say, grade 1 ako, sabi ko kay teacher, teacher, gusto ko may ganyan ako or gusto ko may ganito ako. Teacher, gusto ko may star ako. So, palaging gusto niya, yung attention ni teacher ay palaging nasa kanya. So, yun po ay attention-seeking behavior. Okay. For example, sa love. So, kung ikaw, gusto mo palagi yung jowa mo, nasa attention ng jowa mo palaging sa'yo. O, ganon. Attention-seeking behavior. Okay. Okay. So, meron pala tayong positive attention and negative attention. So, when we say positive attention, of course, andun yung mga positibo, mga attitude. Okay, like for example, noticing them, gusto nila, ino-notice mo sila always, listening to them, gusto nila na nakikinig ka palagi. Minsan talaga may ganung attitude din ako. Na, for example, I want to share you something. Gusto ko nakikinig ka. Ganon. Okay, and then feeling and expressing empathy. Okay, dapat kapag, for example, nag-share ka ng problem mo, kailangan yung i-show mo talaga yung empathy mo sa kanya. Okay, playing with them. Siyempre sa mga kabataan yan, mga children, hugging them, o siyempre pag when you are showing recognition, isa sa mga example niya is of course hugging. Kasi kapag hinahag mo sila, they feel comfortable. 'Di ba? Kapag hinahag mo sila, naiisip nila na ay hindi sila nag-iisa ganon. May kasama sila, andyan si teacher. So, ganon. And spending time with them. So, yun po ang ating mga positive attention. Okay, paano naman yung mga negative attention, 'di ba? Kapag sinabi nating positive, of course, hindi mawawala si negative. Lecturing them, okay, lecturing them. Paano ba yon? Siyempre, in a negative way kapag nagle-lecture ka sa kanila. Punishing them, pinapunish mo na sila, 'di ba? Parang hirap ng gano'n na attention getting through punishing. Threats, pag sinabing, if you don't do this, you will not eat. Mga ganon-ganon na mga threats. Yelling at them. Sinisigawan mo sila. Ano ba? Ganon. So, ang pangit talaga ng negative. So, andun na tayo sa positive attention. Pero, too much attention is not good at all. So, dahan-dahan lang po tayo. So, kapag ikaw ay attention seeker, so, you should know your limitations. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Another is withdrawn. Ano naman po yung withdrawn? Withdrawn behavior. Withdrawn behavior is avoiding or not seeking out social contact. Okay, take note ha. Not seeking out social contact. So, kapag sinabi nating social contact, may involved na mga tao dito. Okay, People who withdraw may actively avoid spending time with other people. Okay, yung withdraw daw, yung mga tao daw na may withdrawal behavior, hindi daw sila nakikipag-socialize sa mga tao na nakapaligid sa kanila. So, para silang Howard Gardner Multiple Intelligence, intrapersonal, para silang ganun. Gusto nila na they will work on their own, na sila lang, sarili lang nila. Self-smart ang tawag dyan. Okay. Or they may not put any effort into seeking out social interaction. So, ayaw talaga nilang makipag-socialize. So, kung ikaw na student ay mahilig ka mag-party-party, syempre may student din na ayaw nila makipag-party. Gusto nila doon lang sila sa sulok, magbabasa, or kung ano man, magdo-drawing. So, ganon. May mga tao talagang ganon. Some withdrawn people don't mind being with other people, but don't feel particularly driven to seek out others. Okay. So, yung mga withdrawn people daw, hindi naman sila masyadong nasasaktan if ever na hindi nila nakukuha yung recognition ng ibang tao. In fact, mas ano pa nga sila, they feel better kapag nag-iisa sila. Okay, so yun yung mga withdrawn behavior. Tandaan lang natin kapag may ni-remove, withdrawn po siya. Okay, kasi ayaw nila makipag-socialize sa mga tao. Okay, so let's move on to number 3 question. Oh, sorry. Okay. Among mistaken goals in the acceptance approach to discipline, what happens when students feel helpless, rejected, so that they remove themselves rather than confront of situation? Okay. So, hahanapin natin siya ng clue. Andito yung remove. Ito siya, remove themselves, feel helpless and rejected. So, mostly talaga nire-reject sila. Okay. So, the answer is letter A, withdrawal, letter B, power seeking, letter C, revenge seeking, letter D, attention getting. The answer is, okay, the answer is letter A. Naulit na tayo. Okay, let's go back to number 2 first. Okay, yeah. So, kanina, we talked about withdrawal. So, kanina sinabi ko, kapag sinabing withdrawal, may ni-remove, may ni-reject. Okay, so ito na siya yung tanong kanina na remove. Remove themselves rather than confront situation. Okay, so let's read the slide. Withdrawn behavior is avoiding or not seeking out social contact. I'm sorry. People who withdraw may actively avoid spending time with other people, or they may not put any effort into seeking out social interactions. So kanina, I discussed already about withdrawn. So kapag withdrawn, ayaw nila na nakikipag-socialize sila sa ibang tao, mas prefer nila na sila-sila lang, self-smart, intrapersonal, Howard Gardner, di ba? 9 multiple intelligences. So, ayaw nila na maraming tao na nakikipag socialize sa kanila. Tandaan lang natin na kapag withdraw, remove. Okay. Bakit ba nangyayari yung withdrawn behavior? What causes withdrawn behavior? A person who is socially withdrawn removes themselves from encounters and interactions with others. So ako, I am the type of person kasi na willing to socialize naman kapag may problem. Gusto ko may sinasabihan ako. Pero may mga times din na sinasarili ko lang. So, parang may ganong tao talaga, 'di ba? Okay. Depende naman talaga yon sa kung anong type of person ka. So there are many reasons why people may choose not to connect with others. So syempre, if you don't want to connect with others, you have your personal reasons. And kung nakikita mo na meron kang kaibigan na ganon, just respect them. Respetuhin na lang natin kasi may sarili silang pananaw sa buhay. O, di ba? Pananaw. Okay, so ano po ba yon? Bakit? Anxiety. Oh, number one, anxiety, fear. Takot sila. Shame, nahihiya sila. Siyempre, may mga tao talaga na nahihiya na ikwento yung mga ganap niya sa buhay. So, kaya, he or she choose to be alone. Vulnerability, potential rejection. Natatakot din sila na kapag sinabi nila yung ganong situation nila, baka i-reject, 'di ba? Mas lalong mawalan sila ng friends. So it's better na yung problem talaga nila is i-keep na lang nila sa self nila. And many more. It can be a reflection of underlying mental health conditions. So, imbes po na i-humiliate natin yung mga ganong tao na intrapersonal, respetuhin na lang po natin ang kanilang desisyon. Kasi if ginawa natin na parang i-humiliate natin sila, hindi natin alam, mas pinalala lang natin yung ganong situation. So let's accept them and value their own personal reasons. Okay, so ganun po yung withdrawn behavior. Next, let's move on to power-seeking behavior. Okay, power-seeking behavior. Like attention-seeking behavior o parang katulad din daw siya ng attention-seeking. Is displayed in active and passive moods. Power seekers message is let's fight. Okay. Active power seeking challenging authority. You can't make me do it. Dr. Holly doesn't make it his class to the extra stuff, so I'm not going to do it either. So, let's discuss further. Ito po siya, characteristic of power seekers. Power seeking students constantly challenge their teachers. Wow. So, yung power seekers pala ng mga students, ito yung mga students natin na parang ang tatalino, 'di ba? Okay, matalino 'yan. So sila yung gusto nila, china-challenge ka nila as a teacher, 'di ba? Power seekers. May mga students talaga tayo na meron silang alam na hindi tayo alam, and then parang china-challenge nila tayo. So ang tawag sa kanila is power seekers. These students like to be in charge. Gusto nila sila palagi in charge. So for example, may group project kang binigay sa kanila, and then yung student na ganyan na power seeker, gusto niya siya yung palaging in charge. Gusto niya siya yung palaging leader. Kasi 'di ba, yung mga power seeker mostly they will act as an intelligent. They disregard directions or use colorful language as a challenge to our authority. So, hindi din pala sila mahilig sa mga flowering words or colorful language. So, they are the person talaga na straight to the points. Kung ano yung sasabihin nila, gusto nila, yun lang. Ayaw nila ng paligoy-ligoy pa. So, di ba? Power seekers. Straight to the point. Okay. Okay, so again, sagot natin sa number 3 question is remove. Ang sagot dyan ay withdrawal. Okay. Gets po ba? Sige. Let's move on na po sa number 4 question. Okay. Which of the following steps should be completed first in planning an achievement test? Okay. Sa mga TTL family ko, always ko sa kanila itong tinatanong. Kasi, when it comes to board exam questions, hindi talaga nawawala ang ganitong mga tanong. Okay. So, ang tanong, ano daw yung una step sa paggawa ng achievement test? Letter A, set up table of specifications, TOS. Yun po ba ang uunahin natin? TOS. Letter B, define the instructional objective. Okay. Instructional objective is your goals. Letter C, select the types of test items to use. Okay, so you're going to select na kung ano yung klaseng test items na gagamitin mo. Okay. Or letter D, decide on the length of the test. Magdi-decide ka na ba kung gaano kahaba or ilang items yung ibibigay mo sa kanila agad-agad? Ganon. So, anong sagot natin dito? Ano daw yung una-una mong gagawin when you are planning to have a test? The answer is letter, alam na alam ng mga TTL family ko niyan. Okay, letter B. Of course, letter B. Instructional objectives ang uunahin natin. Okay, so bago ka maka-come up sa kung ano man ang gagawin mo as a teacher, always bear in mind na magsisimula ka sa objectives. Palagi kang magsisimula sa instructional goals kasi you cannot start without your objectives. Okay? So, yung objectives mo are specific, measurable, short-term, observable students' behaviors. They indicate the desirable knowledge, skills, or attitudes to be gained. An instructional objective is the focal point of a lesson plan. So, yung objectives is napaka-importante niyan. So, kung ano man ang gagawin mo as a teacher. So, you cannot start your lesson without your objective. You cannot start to make your test without your objective. So, everything po talaga as a teacher is magsisimula sa objectives. Okay, so ganun po ka-importante yung objectives. Okay, so this is our last question, number 5. A music teacher is careful in planning activities for each lesson. He praises liberally and rewards correct answers. What view of learning is exhibited? Okay. Ang music teacher daw is very fond of using phrases. Oh, good job! Very good! Mga ganon. And then, nagbibigay din siya ng mga reward for those students na makakuha ng correct answer. So, gustong-gusto ko talaga kapag may ganong mga teachers. So, di ba? Mas motivated ka. Okay. So, ano daw yung view ng learning na nagpapakita dito? Is it letter A, classical conditioning? Letter B, meaningful learning? Letter C, operant conditioning? Or letter D, social learning? What's the correct answer? Kapag may reward si teacher, nagpipraise siya. Good job, very good. Okay. That is, of course, no other than operant conditioning. Okay. Sometimes referred to as instrumental conditioning, is a method of learning that uses rewards and punishment to modify behavior. So sa operant conditioning, hindi lang always rewards. Of course, meron ding punishment. So kanina, di ba dapat, kapag sinabi nating positive, may negative. So ganun din sa operant conditioning. Kapag may rewards, of course, meron ding punishment. Through an operant conditioning, behavior that is rewarded is likely to be repeated, and behavior that is punished will rarely occur. Okay. So, sino yung kilala nating tao sa operant conditioning? No other than Skinner. Okay, B.F. Skinner. Okay, ito siya, yung operant conditioning. So, may aso dito, and then bibigyan niya ng boom. Applied and behavior therapy. Creates changes based on rewards and punishment. Yes, yun nga po kanina. Promotes good choices and deters the bad choices. Motivation relies on choice rather than instinct alone. So, sa question, kapag may nabasa kayo na rewards, punishment, praises, that is operant conditioning ni B.F. Skinner. Okay, so sa choices din natin si classical conditioning. Sino naman sa classical conditioning? Si Ivan Pavlov. Okay. Classical conditioning is theory states that behavior are learned by connecting a neutral stimulus with a positive one, such as Pavlov's dogs hearing a bell and expecting food. The learned behavior is called a conditioned response. So sa classical conditioning naman is tatandaan natin dyan na may stimulus and response. So ginamit dyan ni Pavlov yung bell para sa aso. So yung bell is nag-signify na bibigyan niya ng food yung aso. So kapag tumunog yung bell, alam nung aso na papakainin siya ng kanyang amos. Ganon. Before conditioning and after conditioning. Okay. So dito sa picture, before conditioning, yung aso is kapag may nakita siyang foods, o di ba, tatakbo yan. Foods. Pero sa after conditioning, kapag tumunog na yung bell, alam na ng aso na kakain na siya. It's about time na kakain na siya. So, ganun po siya sa classical conditioning, stimulus and response. Sa operant conditioning naman is praises, rewards, and punishment. Okay. What about meaningful learning? Okay. Meaningful learning. Kanina, nagpa-drills ako about meaningful learning. So, sa meaningful learning, tatandaan lang natin na yung stored knowledge mo is connected sa new knowledge mo. For example, si teacher magbibigay ng discussion about planets. Ikaw na student, meron ka ng idea about planets. So, alam mo na yung kung ano-ano yung mga planets. So, yun yung meaningful learning. So, you connect your previous lesson to a new lesson. Okay, yun lang po sa meaningful learning. Okay, let's read. Requires learners who are active. Yes, active. Bakit active? Kasi yung mga students talaga ay nag-iisip dyan. Okay? So, actively engaged by a meaningful task, tasks which they can manipulate objects and parameters of the environment they work in. So, sa meaningful learning, students are very active. Gusto nila, they manipulate the objects. And in that way, they will motivated, 'di ba, na they are motivated na makinig sa teacher. Okay. Observe in the results of their manipulation. So, yan ang tatandaan natin sa meaningful learning kapag sinabing meaningful learning, yung previous knowledge mo will be connected to a new one. Okay. Meaningful, connected. What about, medyo di na makita yung text. Okay, what about social learning theory? So, sa social learning theory naman po, tandaan lang natin dito yung modeling, imitating others. So, kapag ikaw na student, di ba, ng mga grade 1 tayo, grade 2 tayo, kung ano yung nakikita natin na ginagawa ni teacher, or yung kahit yung mga nanay at tatay natin, yung mga ate at kuya natin, kung ano yung ginagawa nila is mostly talaga na i-imitate natin. So, yun po ang social learning theory. Imitation, modeling, di ba? So, syempre, kahit bad yun, kasi yun yung nakikita natin eh. Yun yung nakikita natin. So, hindi natin alam kung bad siya or good siya. Basta, i-imitate lang natin kung anong ginagawa nila ng mga nakakatanda sa atin. So that is social learning theory, modeling, imitation. Okay. So mostly talaga yung observation natin dyan. Observation natin kanino? Siyempre sa mga older sa atin. Ay, hindi na yung imitation, imitation. Internalization, feedback. Okay, that is social learning theory. So, yun lang po yung ating Prof. Ed question and answer. So, kahit sa short time, sana po may natutunan kayo, LPPs. Okay, so before I end, I want to leave this motto. Okay, winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. So, ang winners daw ay hindi yan nasusukat sa kung nag-fail ka sa buhay. Winners are not people who never fail. So, para sa akin, ang winners ay yung mga taong patuloy na lumalaban para sa lisensya at para sa pangarap. So, thank you so much. Thank you po sa inyong lahat and don't forget to subscribe and follow our online accounts. So, thank you and God bless. This is Coach Joy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.